So I found this really cool tech accessory. Do you think matches my outfit? All right, so for this video, we are talking about the xCool TheOne Cable. Well, I got four here, but it's the same cable, just different color. But this is actually a pretty cool product, xCool product. Enough of the jokes, maybe, I don't know, probably something else will come out. But anyways, this cable, TheOne Cable by xCool, it's become like one of my favorite cables that I've ever used. First of all, if you're interested, I'll have a link down below in the video description so that way you can check out all the details about this cable, plus pricing and availability. Spoiler alert, this thing is only about 29 bucks right now over on Kickstarter. So if you're interested in getting this, you're gonna wanna take advantage as soon as possible. I don't know if you're like me, but I feel like I'm always drowning in cables. I can never find the right combination or balance of cables to have. Fortunately, most things are moving towards USB Type-C, and that's what most of my devices, with the exception of a few products that just can't seem to catch up right now. And what I mean by that is lightning cables. My AirPods Max, my travel charger, the Duo charger made by Apple, and also the battery pack. I can't wait till those things get updated with USB Type-C. That way I can just have literally just one type of cable to use. However, right now in this period of time, there's still a mix of different kind of connections that you might need. So that's where this xCool is an 8-in-1 type of cable. Like it accomplishes a lot. And just for context for how I use products, tech, accessories, etc., I'm a creative entrepreneur, which means I have a video production and photography studio along with my content creation stuff that I do with VayneTech. So I'm constantly getting different kind of devices, different kind of needs for different kind of charging and data capabilities. I love the fact that there's products like this to where it reduces the amount of stuff that I have to carry. As far as cable management goes, I've tried using cable ties, other management type of stuff, and it just never seems to, I don't know, make it into the process of packing. Sometimes there's still a coiled mess. I'm unraveling cables, I think, on a daily basis at this point, and that's really where this cable comes to play. This thing is magnetic, so you can coil this up and it stays together. Now, obviously it unravels pretty easy, but all you gotta do is a simple twist and coil it back together and it's good to go. So I really do appreciate how you can just manage that. Whether you're throwing this in your bag or if it's on your desktop, you can have some space to where it's not just this cluttered mess. That one feature alone is of value to me, and it's worth even looking into just even a regular cable. If it didn't have all the other features that this thing packs, it's still worth it just for that fact alone. So some other features that I think that you would appreciate are as follows. It's got 4 interchangeable ends. It's a magnetic design. It's got 240 watts of fast charging, and it supports 4K 60 Hertz display. And when I'm at the studio, most of the time, even at home, I've got a monitor display. I want to use my laptop connected to a monitor so that way I have 2 different displays to work with, being able to have these big projects open and have a bigger screen in front of me. I can use this cable to connect my laptop to a monitor and it works fantastic. I'm able to use video editing apps, photo editing apps, along with all the other different kind of tools that I might need to use. A little bit more information about my studio setup is that I have a monitor and then I've got it connected to a docking station. That docking station has all kinds of connections, SD card reader, Thunderbolt ports, USB-C, USB-A, so on and so forth. What I like about that is that I can essentially use a one cable setup to connect to my laptop and then it connects to everything else. I can use this cable to get that job done. Now, sometimes, the short cables are great. Other times I need it to kind of extend more. So that's where you can kind of customize the length of this. You can go really short or all the way up to 5 feet. Being able to have this one cable, or if I have 2 cables, because sometimes, I got multiple devices going on, that I can connect my MacBook Pro, my phones, headphones, all that kind of stuff can be used with this one kind of cable because it's got a lightning connector at one end, or I can take that off, put it off to the side. It's got USB Type-C. It can be a variation of basically USB Type A to C, C to C, C to A, lightning to C. You can see how this kind of gets into whatever kind of combination that you need for most of the devices that you probably have. Another situation that I found myself into where this multi-port option really comes in handy is my car. So I have USB Type-C, and if I need to connect to my sound system in my car, I have to use a cable. I do have Bluetooth capabilities, but if I'm traveling, I'm using my phone for maps, and so having the ability to connect my phone to a charging port is pretty essential. So that's gonna have a USB Type-A to C. But let's say my wife is driving, she has an older iPhone, I think a 13 Pro Max, that's still a lightning connector. So she could just switch over to this end with the lightning connection and use the phone. Don't have to have two cables for that one purpose. So to just kind of wrap up, this thing, see, puns just kind of naturally happen with me. But you are able to get a lot of things done with this one cable, and I highly recommend checking it out. I've enjoyed using it so far. Some of those reasons are because you are able to have multi-purpose connections in one cable. You got fast data speeds, it charges pretty dang quick too, and you can connect this to a monitor or display. Other little factors that I like is that it's a braided cable. It just feels and looks great. Which color do you like the most? You got this light blue, you got pink, you got gray, and then like a black and green kind of mixture. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna pick up one of these and what color. If you found that this video is helpful to you, please leave a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos like this. I appreciate you watching, and until then, I'll see you next video.